If you've been going to the gym for 2 years and your shoulders haven't moved, you're not missing exercises. You're missing this one thing, the thing nobody told you about. As you watch this video, tomorrow you'll tell me, I wish I'd seen this from the start. I was exactly like you. A year and a half of going to the gym, lifting dumbbells, doing lateral raises, doing overhead presses, and going back home, looking at myself in the mirror. The same shoulders, the same shape, zero change. Until the day I stood next to someone at the gym. His body was big. He wasn't lifting heavy weights, but his shoulder, like a ball, inflated from every side. I said to him, my friend, what's your secret? He laughed and said one word that changed my whole way of thinking. He said, you tire your shoulder, I focus on it. I didn't understand at first, but when he explained it, I was shocked. Let me tell you where the main problem is. Most people go and train the shoulder as one single part, but the shoulder has 3 heads: front, side, and rear. And how do you know where the problem is? Look at yourself in the mirror from the side. If your shoulder isn't popping out, the side is weak. If it looks thin from the front part isn't working right. If there's no roundness from behind, the rear is lacking. And the secret nobody tells you is what gives you width. It's what makes your shoulder look broad from every angle. And this is where everyone goes wrong. They train the front too much without knowing. Because chest exercises always work the front, meaning your front head is overworked and has been for a long time. What's missing is the right focus on the side and rear. And now I'll give you the correct method, whether you're at the gym or at home. And here I have to stop and address people who train at home, especially if you're someone who does home workouts and says, I do push-ups and dips, my shoulder works. Let me be honest with you. These exercises don't work the side at all. Not because they are weak exercises, they are excellent for the chest, triceps, and front. But the side, you don't touch it at all. And that is exactly why people at home see their chest grow and their arms improve, but the shoulder stays narrow with no width in it. The side is a lazy muscle. It doesn't activate them unless you dedicate a direct exercise to it, and then it doesn't work by chance, and it doesn't work automatically. You have to call it by name. And the good news is, you don't need a gym or expensive dumbbells. Even with a water bottle or a resistance band for 20 rounds, you can train the side better than gym goers who don't know what they're doing. And this is what I'm going to show you now. And to understand why this happens, you have to know something simple about how your body thinks. Your body is smart, and that's the problem. When you do any compound exercise, like a push-up, dip, or even a bench press, your body distributes the work across the largest number of muscles so it doesn't tire quickly and can continue. And the larger muscle always takes the biggest share of the work. In a push-up, the chest and triceps dominate. The front shoulder helps a little, but the side isn't needed by your body for this movement, so it's ignored completely. This isn't a defect in you, it's the design of the body. The side delt only activates in one specific movement. When you raise your arm to the side, away from your body. This specific motion doesn't happen naturally in any other exercise. Not in push-ups, not in dips, not in pull-ups. Even in the gym, it doesn't get enough stimulation from bench press or overhead press. The side delt is a specialized muscle. You have to call it by name. That's why people who only train at home can build more explosive shoulders than gym goers, provided they know this secret and add the right exercise. And now I'm going to give it to you. But listen, before we start, that is one mistake that 9 out of every 10 people make in shoulder training. It is the #1 reason you aren't seeing results. I'll mention it after I give you the exercises, because if you don't know this mistake, the exercises I tell you won't help you. Stay with me. First, the side delt, the head that gives you width. First exercise is lateral raises. Whether you have dumbbells at the gym or water bottles at home, it's the same concept. The mistake you're making now is lifting your arm up quickly and dropping it down quickly. Hey, that is not the correct way to train. Lift slowly for 2 seconds and lower slowly for 3 seconds. The descent is what builds the muscle, not the ascent. And when you lift, keep your thumb pointing slightly down, as if you're pouring a teapot. This angle isolates the side delt 100%. If at the gym, start with a low cable. It's much better than dumbbells because the cable gives you constant tension. If at home, use a resistance band or even 2 full water bottles. The principle is the same. One thing you must know about the side delt is that it is the slowest muscle in the body to grow after the calves. The chest and biceps respond quickly, but the side delt needs more patience and repetition. That's why many people quit, because they don't see results. But the truth is, they didn't give it enough time. The second exercise is the overhead press. This works the side and front delts together. At the gym, use dumbbells or a barbell. At home, use heavy water bottles, a bag full of books, or resistance bands tied under your feet. The mistake is lowering the weight in front of your face. Why? The correct way is to lower it to ear level from the side. This engages the shoulder, not the triceps. The third exercise is the rear delt, which everyone forgets. At the gym, use the reverse pack, deck, or bent over lateral raises with a cable. At home, lean forward 45 degrees, take 2 bottles or bands and open your arms slowly. This exercise isn't just for aesthetics, it is what protects your shoulder from injury. Of the people who have shoulder pain, 80% have a weak rear delt. Fourth exercise is the face pull, the hidden secret at the gym. Set the cable to face level and open your arms. Like a W at home, use a band tied to a door or a pole and perform the same motion. This exercise engages the rear delt and stabilizes the joint at the same time. Any professional coach wouldn't have a shoulder routine without it. The correct order for the routine: start with face pulls for warm-up and activation, then overhead press for strength and mass, then lateral raises for width and explosion. Finally, the rear delt for complete shape. Repeat each exercise for 3 to 4 sets. Do 12 to 15 repetitions. Rest between sets for 60 to 90 seconds. You don't need more for the shoulders. Now, I promised you the mistake that ruins everything. The mistake is that while training your shoulders, your neck and traps engage too. How do you know if you're making this mistake? If after a shoulder workout, your neck or traps feel more tired than your shoulders, you're wrong. The solution: before you lift, pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Imagine you are trying to put your shoulders into your pants pockets. Maintain this position throughout the exercise. This simple move isolates the shoulder and stops your neck and traps from stealing the work. Try it today, and I guarantee you'll feel your shoulders working more than any other day. Some people ask, how many times a week should I train shoulders? The scientific answer is twice a week is enough and ideal. The shoulder is a relatively small muscle and recovers quickly. If you train it more than 3 times, you aren't building it, you're killing it. Day 1, shoulders with chest or back. Day 4 or 5, shoulders alone or with arms. And between the 2 sessions, get enough sleep and enough protein. Muscle isn't built at the gym, it's built while you sleep. Now you have everything you need. You don't need a fancy gym, you don't need supplements, you don't need an expensive coach. You only need the correct technique and patience. The difference between small shoulders and blown up shoulders isn't the weight you lift, it's how you train. See you in the next video.